Today we are going to build a space station around Minmus, so I'm guessing Pizza Master it is. This thing falls over, it's over. We've fallen over, but I think we can still do this. Yes. Where a lot of tourists want to go to Minmus. Hi everybody, here's Christian from Team Cast, and this is the Kerbal Ironman Grand Tour. This is episode X. Again, I don't know exactly which episode it is, but it is the episode in which we begin our second huge, incredible Minmus expedition. Let us, for those of you who haven't been watching, or also for the people in the stream who are watching this right now and have no idea what is going on currently, let me tell you real quick what the current state of our space program is. We are looking at the crown jewel, at our magnum opus so far, which is Pizza Master, the space station around Minmus, ready. This is going to be our launching point for a grand Minmus expedition, the expedition that will explore all of Minmus and will get us the science that we need to further our research program. There's like lots of docking ports on this. There's one person currently on Pizza Master. It's Lancel Kerman, which, well, this guy is basically, we rescued this guy. He's stranded on a space station. Actually, this guy only wants to go back, so we're gonna have to figure something out how to get this guy back. This is gonna be funny. Maybe to guys, or to those of you who watched last time around, there was a problem with this science thing. I went in and edited this model and attached to a different thing, so it's no longer like almost about to explode. I'm not sure if maybe the collision that we had, there was an explosion, the collision that we had previously with the probes, maybe that upset the whole thing. I don't know exactly what happened, but it seems to be working now. It doesn't cause any troubles now. So yeah, let us go to the space center, to the broadcast center. I don't know what's communication center, and review all of the other beautiful things that we have so far. Cool. So we have Moon Orbiter 1, which is of course a little spacecraft around the moon. We have Kerbin Orbiter, which is like a satellite very far on a very orbit far away from Kerbin. We have a Moon Orbiter 2, which is a polar satellite around the moon. We have a moon lander, which was causing us a lot of troubles, but now it seems to be settled in a new home, in a new crater. Maybe this guy will now do the science as expected. We have Minmus Orbiter 1, which actually has been turned into Minmus lander now. I don't know. I don't know if I want to bring yet another unmanned craft on Minmus. So I think I'm gonna just do science with this guy. I think this guy is, it's not a perfect landing craft, but Minmus lander. But we're gonna just call this a lander now. Good. It was basically a probe that we controllably crashed on the surface to do some science, and then it's basically the only unmanned craft on this thing. All right, so we have Bob 1. What is Bob 1? And Bob 1 probe? Huh. So I think these are remnants from our rescue mission, which didn't go so well. So yeah, we're gonna look at those in a second here. And of course we have Pizza Master around Minmus, and the Pizza Master probe, which is a probe that Pizza Master station deployed as a polar probe around Minmus. This is going to be doing science around Minmus if it's necessary. And so then we have Bob 1 and Bob 1 probe. Let us look at this real quick, what these things are. Maybe we have to like deorbit them or do something with them. I don't know exactly. So what is Bob? Oh yeah, it's just a capsule with some parachutes, interestingly. Huh, does it have monopropellant? It does. It doesn't have any probes though. So I don't know, I'm gonna keep this around. Maybe, you know, I'm gonna do some kind of saving mission at some point. This is kind of like a cool re-entry vehicle that you can use for various purposes. I will find some way to deal with this, maybe at some point. It has a docking port, so, you know, anything is possible, right? So what is Bob 1 probe, though? Oh, I remember now. So the problem with Bob was that... Oh, I remember it well. So this was a spacecraft that we undocked too early, and horrible things happened. So with this guy, we can actually... This is still controllable, and it still has fuel, right? So we're going to safely deorbit this guy. There's no reason for us to keep this around. It has some fuel, but it doesn't have any docking ports. And it's just hanging around here and doing nothing. I don't want to delete this manually because that's kind of cheating. So we're just going to take this guy and do like a retro burn and deorbit this safely. This will start this episode in the correct fashion, which is with a huge explosion. And we're done. Dunsies. And deorbiting this bro. Let us watch as this thing disappears slowly in the atmosphere. And while I muse a little bit about what we're going to do today. So in this episode, we're going to build 2 spacecraft. We're going to send 2 spacecraft to Pizza Master, our probe, in the orbit of Minmus. One of those probes, one of those spacecraft, will be a lander, a spacecraft that will stay attached to Pizza Master and is able to repeatedly land on Minmus, always refueling back at Pizza Master when it runs out of fuel. We already have a design for a lander at Minmus, and I think we're just going to tweak the original design and basically bring the same thing up there and dock it with Pizza Master. The other thing I want to design is basically Bob, the spacecraft, but with a lot more fuel, with a better launcher vehicle so I can get more of the fuel in orbit. And with a return capsule, as we saw just here, actually we can maybe actually even dock. No, we shouldn't dock. We're going to bring this Pizza Master over to this new Bob vehicle, Bob 3, I guess is going to be. We're going to bring that to Pizza Master with 1 scientist, and perhaps maybe another. I think 1 scientist is going to be fine. And this guy will be the guy who will be performing the landing. I don't want to bring the scientist in the lander up there because I need a second person, I guess. I don't know why I don't want to do this. Because we will be new lander, maybe weird things will happening with this. And so I want to have this extra fuel capacity to refuel Pizza Master. Currently, Pizza Master is not a very well refueled spacecraft. This is a station that is empty fuel-wise, and we need that fuel in Pizza Master to keep refueling a lander on Minmus. So deorbiting with this didn't go so well. It didn't explode, sadly. I was hoping for explosions. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. This is a disappointing turn of events. I was hoping for, and man, this is just bad. This is just let this guy just crash. Whatever. Can we do science? Yes, we can do science. Lock temperature. Ha! Oh no, something survived. Nope. Oh, it still survived? Oh, it survived. Survive. All right, so the material bay is the right place to hang out when you're re-entering. Yeah, we can recover this even. Nice. So we need to build a house on the moon. That's something we're going to do soon. We have to fly by the sun. Planting a flat on Minmus, that's something we're going to do. And we're going to rescue Lancel Kerman. Well, this guy is awaiting his rescuing. So temperature scans, rescue somebody from Kerbin, build a new orbital station around Ike. Somebody really wants me to explore Ike. I don't know, I haven't even been to Ike. I'm enjoying this is amazing. This is way too crazy. Antenna docking port? Oh, wait a minute. No, 11 Kerbals? Are you kidding me? No. Oh, so now we want to have visual surveys of Duna. Again, I would like to have a flyby of Duna first. Oh, somebody wants to be rescued from the surface of Minmus. Perfect, exactly what we want to do. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Cool. Alright, so without further ado, we start designing those spacecraft. And again, if I'm going to edit this for YouTube, probably I'm going to speed this stuff up because this takes a really lot of time. We're going to start with a lander. I think this is easier to build. Alright guys, so I think we are finished with the Moonwork Cast 4 lander. We were able to take the Moonwork Cast 3 lander and we were able to shave off like a single ton of material. It has slightly less delta V, but I'm not really concerned about this because the previous one was designed for like flying there and getting back. This one is actually designed to stay there, and so it doesn't really need that much delta V, I think. We have a, just to walk you through, we have a predicate nose cone here at the top, and this guy will get jettisoned just at some point. We have a service bay here, just a couple of batteries, and we put the probe body in here, and the mystery goo containers. We have this guy, the lander can, with a bunch of beautiful lights. There is an RCS system in here for the docking, because obviously there's going to be docking. And then a ladder. The central thing here, the central thing is just the science container, and the tanks are outside. Of course, they cannot be decoupled anymore. And then the engines are going to be 909. It is on test with other engines, but it seems like the other engines don't give me actually more delta V. So I'm gonna stick with this. So let me just you know, deal with the suspension. Turn off the lights for now. We don't need those stinking lights. And then I'm gonna actually try to launch it into orbit immediately. And then when this is in orbit, we can start working on our second spacecraft. I did some tests to make sure that this is good. So again, one of the reasons why I'm not going to launching a Kerbal on this one is that this actually has no kind of recovery capabilities. It doesn't have any parachutes or anything. So if this goes wrong, this is just dead. So if I put a Kerbal on there, that's going to be obviously a huge problem. Not going to put a Kerbal there for. Oops. There's two lights. There's lights looking down here, and there's one light looking up here because we're going to be docking with this guy. Generally, I'm really happy with this one. I think this is a good little rocket. Let's see how this goes. Let's save this, and let's make sure that Shadow Kerman is not trying to get into this seat, which is a death trap at this point. Oh. Interesting. So we figured out this craft is too high for our launch pad. This is too high. Oh yeah, well, that's something we can fix easily, I guess. Oh, let me. See, no problem. Again, making sure the crew is okay. Yes, okay. Save, launch. Let us get into orbit with this bro. A bit of a disturbance in the force, but we are good to go. SAS on, no Kerbals on board. Staging seems to be fine. We're doing it. I forgot that there's an inclination involved with Minmus. Let's see how things are looking actually compared to Minmus. We have to go down. Right? So this is going to be like this. No, this is going to be up. Okay, cool. Cool. Launching this brother. Dialing back a bit on the thrust. Don't need that much thrust at this point. Something exploded, but it seems to be fine. I was worried that I would lose one of the fins. That would destabilize my rocket immensely, but it seems to be going fine. There's one light up there. We can turn everything on like a Christmas tree, bro. And turn it on. I want to turn it off at this point. I want to preserve the electricity. Alright. This engine is struggling. I can tell if an engine is struggling. This engine is struggling. We're not really accelerating that much. Now we're slowly accelerating. Yes. Alright. We're gonna do the inclination thing. We're gonna add Minmus as a target. So we get like a relative inclination here in our display. It's getting worse. I'm concerned about this, but never. We're gonna fix the inclination later on, whatever. Whatever. Alright, so we're gonna flatten our trajectory. We are beginning to really pick up the speeds. Engine cut out. We are going to do this thing. Activate this engine to get away from the booster, but otherwise wait for a periapsis. But we're going to get rid of the nose cone. Bye bye nose cone. And we are going to extend the panels already. It should be fine. See, it's fine. Waiting for a periapsis is coming up in 1 minute. apoapsis. Already in space music. People are loving it. Everybody is happy with the way things are turning out. Good. I think we might be a bit late with the periapsis here, because it comes up in 20 minutes and we are still not at orbital speed. I'm gonna point a bit up here to delay our apoapsis. I mean, not periapsis. So we have more time to get into orbit. Currently our periapsis is at minus 300 meters, 3,000 meters. But it's rising rapidly, RR. Burning until we get 7. Yes, we are in orbit. Perfect, I like it. Hey dude, make a ship just to fuel others and save it. So after each launch, you send that one up and save fuel for the next ship. There will be refueling going on in our space station later on. There is going to be, our next build is going to be actually a refueling ship. So don't worry about that, everything will be fine. Cool. Oh, we are coming up on the descending node. This is perfect. This is just the way we want it. Just perfect. We're gonna do the descending node. All right, so like this, in this direction. And we're gonna just keep watching the inclination here. And we're gonna do it manually, because we need to get in the same plane as Minmus is in to get to Minmus. All right. Oh, this is a heavy ship. How much till node? 29 seconds. We need to hurry up, guys. We need to hurry up. There's a lot of fuel in this left, and I want to be saving this because I want to refuel my station with it. Yes. Come on. Oh yeah, I'm loving it. Turning on the lights. Wait a minute, that's not the right button. I forgot what the button for lights is. And actually, while we're here, let's lock this stage so we don't stage accidentally, as it happened so often before. All right, burning in this direction, burning up, lowering our inclination. Or actually increasing our inclination, but our relative inclination has changed. To the plane of a Minmus. Let's just actually just keep it here. Oh, yes. I like what I see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and it's going up again. Okay. All right, this is a pretty good one. I don't know exactly. Again, I have to read this up where to add the maneuver notes to get encounters with Minmus. Ooh, this is actually not looking too bad. All right, so let us see. Oops. Oh, this looks good. I think one more. And like so. Not quite. One more. Ah, yes. I think we're going to get an encounter like this. Can we tweak this now? Please, can we tweak this? Oh, man. Oh, yes, we can tweak this. And we shall. Oops. Not again. Mid-course correction, whatever. Mid-course correction. We can do this mid-course. Actually, oh, wait a minute. What if we... Wait a minute. This is wrong direction, right? This is the right direction. But if we do the... Like, what kind of encounter is this even? Huh. Well, that's exactly not what we want. I'm gonna keep it like this. We have 5 minutes for the burn. Our stages have been recovered successfully. I'm glad that they were. So let us time accelerate until 4 minutes. Okay, I think we are almost ready. Making sure we are properly aligned with our vector. Vector. All right, so let us go. Pasho. Burning towards Minmus. Burning towards the Minmus. Oh my god, guys, Minmus. It's like so awesome. Oh, all right. Seems to be close to what we wanted. All right, that seems to be good enough. Do we have an encounter? Yes, we do. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to play around with it. Last time around, we had huge problems with this preview. I'm just hoping this will work out. We're going to add a maneuver, actually, to mid-course correction. Oh, no. What? We will have a moon encounter. But this should be no problem. It should be no problem. And we're going to do the adjustments. What? This is so odd. Look at this. Oh no, again the same mistake. Again, I'm doing the note here, but it says that it gives me like the wrong preview. No, I think we're gonna have exactly the same mistake that we had last time around. So I'm not going to even bother with those mid-course corrections. We're going to have like a really high periapsis here, but then we're going to fix this once we get here. Whatever. I just can't be bothered here. I'm going to add a maneuver here, and I'm going to add a maneuver alarm, and I'm done with this. All right, let us design the second spacecraft now.